How y'all doing out there in the world today? My name is Carcino. Y'all know me very well. Carcino for life. You know, I'm a very big, avid D12 fan. Like, I think their first album is incredible. I like what Bizarre brought to the team, the type of style that he had, and just what he actually done, as far as being part of that project. Now, the way he was delivering his lyrics, everything. I think everything was pretty much on point the way it should have been. And with that being said, it almost pains me to say sometimes that we're in a situation in which we're in a narrative in which false narratives has taken the place of things that are realistic in the world. So as long as something is a false narrative, people will gravitate to it and run behind it. Or if somebody throws somebody a bone, then they're quick to say, "Hey, thanks for the bone," and they run after it. To me, it's very insulting, extremely insulting to my intelligence level, to everything as a person or a human being. When I see Bizarre, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, Bizarre is out here doing the things that he's doing. And you're probably like, well, what in the world are you talking about? Well, Bizarre came to the aid of Eminem because, as you know, throughout this week, Eminem has been exposed in another situation when the video has resurfaced about Proof's mom and what has happened in that situation. What has transpired in that situation. And the fact that she made a video saying how Eminem didn't take care of her and told her don't respond. Once that video popped up and it resurfaced, a lot of people felt a certain way about it. Because I'm shining. But anyway, back to what we were saying. Now, Bizarre goes ahead and makes a statement and says, this is what he says. He wants to thank Eminem for everything. You know, that when Eminem has been there and is the most loyal person he know, thanked him for all his loyalty because Eminem and Kim let him stay in the house when he was homeless and had nowhere else to go, and he'll forever be grateful and loyal. Oh, that's nice. But the old saying go, even the devil can do good deeds. What does that mean? Not saying Eminem is the devil. I'm just saying that's how that phrase works. Because you had nowhere to go and he let you sleep on the floor, he knew he had you for life. He was like, okay, I got this guy. He'll do whatever I want him to do whenever I need him to do something for me because of my act of kindness. Zah wants me to come to Detroit to show me how loyal he is to Eminem. Look here. If Eminem tell him to care, it don't matter. He's gonna do whatever Eminem tells him to do, and that's cool. I mean, he's been using this to try to build himself up. I mean, they actually said his name on the Breakfast Club. That was impressive. But no one in the rap game takes him seriously. And the thing of it is, to be realistic, where was this loyalty at when Cannabis made the record and took your vocals and put it on the record? You didn't seem to care that he did it. Where was your loyalty at then? When he's dissing your boy that put you in his house and all that, you wasn't saying that stuff then. I didn't see no Instagram thing about thanks for the loyalty. Where was your thanks for the loyalty then? I didn't see it. Did y'all? Did y'all see that? I'm just saying right now, with no fault to anybody else, I'm asking the question. What's really going on here? Oh, we already knew about Anthony Davis and that Clutch Sports. They just waited for the announcement to make it official, but we actually knew what was going on. My thing is, where was the loyalty at then? Where was the loyalty? Where was the loyalty at then? That's what I want to know. Where was it at? Well, see, I don't want to be one of those guys. You know, when you're one of those guys, this is what happened. But because they put out the Proof's mom and what she did when she went on the news, that's like Miss Wallace going out on the news saying something bad about Puff. That would be monumentally damaging. That Miss Wallace never had to worry about that. No, his opinions are not relevant at all. It's not about that. It's about what he's trying to do. He's trying to paint a narrative to defend Eminem. Yet again. The con artist, he says one thing and then that's it. I mean, everybody laughs at Bizarre. He's the guy, black guy, who's out there with his belly, rubbing his belly with a shower cap on his head. So that's why they laughing at Bizarre. Because that's what you're supposed to do. Laugh at Bizarre. That's why he's there. See, what Eminem decided to do was look at acts like the Old Dirty Bastard, Esham, and basically try to make Bizarre into Esham. You see, only people in the D really know what's going on. So the people in the D really knew about it because that's some really Detroit Midwest stuff. They love Esham. You know what I'm saying? They East Side crazy. So they know him. So they know. They know what's going on. Oh, of course he does. It's all in their contract. But my thing is this. You might have an NDA not to say nothing bad about him, and we're not telling you to say anything bad about Eminem. I'm not telling you to say anything bad about Eminem ever. But you ain't got to do what you doing, bro. But maybe he do. Maybe they told him, look, you want to keep your checks coming in? You want to work here at Candyland? You better look out for Eminem. Now, you want to remain here at Candyland. This is how we doing things over here at Candyland. So if you want to remain here at Candyland, this is what you do. You protect Mr. Candy. Larry, click the link in the description box. You can leave me a message there, everything. Exactly. His name is Eminem, right? Mr. Candy. See, the situations always change. They always change the narrative whenever something don't line up their way. They always got an escape plan. Where's Eminem? Why he ain't addressing, oh, I took care of Pruth's mom and this and that? Why he ain't got to come out and be held accountable? Or why he ain't got to atone for anything? If this is a black rapper, that rapper would have to come out and defend himself, now would he? But Eminem is too big for reproach. Can't talk to him. Can't address him. He's too big. He got to send his minions to go do it. Don't worry, Mr. Candy. I got it. I'm going to go on my Instagram and tell him how you let me sleep on the floor in your house. You let me in your house, Mr. Candy. I had no place to go. You opened your door and you said you could sleep right there in that corner. And I was so happy you let me do that, sir. Thank you, man. You a real good friend, Mr. Candy. Eminem, your loyalty know no bounds. You let me in your house, I ain't had nowhere to go. I ain't know where my next meal was gonna come from. I ain't know what I was gonna do, Mr. Candy. Hey, yo, Busy, Bizarre. I love you like a brother. Yeah. Here's a piece of cloth, too. Here's a couple of one of my sweaters. Yeah, you can sleep in that corner over there. Kim says it's cool. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. I'll never let you down. But you did let him down, didn't you? All that loyalty back in the day, you still found a way to screw that up, didn't you? You found a way to screw all that up. You know what you did? Do you want to know what you did? You went ahead and decided in your infinite wisdom to go do some songs for somebody else for a little bit of change. And then they sold the song to cannabis people and they put it on a record and they came and they dissed Eminem harder than anybody's ever dissed it. And your verse is on there. On the song, Call Me a Hater. And they took your verse and put it on there. And you didn't care that they did it. You didn't care. Your nonchalant approach made Eminem not trust you, and you was on the outside looking in over at Shady Records. The checks wasn't coming in no more. You guys were out in the cold. You did it the shady way, and for your loyalty, for your hard work, your effort, your love, your trust, we're brothers and we treat it like equals. You guys were out and about, trying to find your own way. How come your earlier mixtapes don't sound like how you sound now? How come you didn't have the dyed hair, the crazy, all that other stuff? You was on some gangster stuff back then, Bizarre. You was talking some hardcore gangster, punch you in your mouth type bully stuff. What happened? How did you go from that to the silly rap? I got a couple of handicapped freaks. She's a paraplegic. She eat with her feet. How did you go to that? How did you go to that? I'm responsible for killing John Candy. I got John Benet Ramsey in my 98 Camry. How did we go to that? You know who that sound like? Then you start dyeing your hair and doing all these other things. Do you know what happened?
All right, so coach,
you know what that sound like?
Here on set. Let me see from where I stand.
That sound like Esham from Detroit. So I never really mentioned it before because that's some just local Detroit stuff. But his following is mostly Midwest. Some people out in the day will remember him, but mostly people in the Midwest remember Esham. So I don't know if it was Eminem. I don't know if it was your idea, but they start to morph you more into Esham. And we're gonna address that when I do the breakdown with the Esham Eminem D12 beef. We're gonna have all that done. I might do it tomorrow. Esham is a Detroit rapper back in the late 80s, early 90s who was doing his thing, and he was the guy that was coming up with all that crazy Bones, Thugs and Harmony type raps. All this devil worship. People called him a devil worshiper back then. So he was like ostracized from a lot of stuff. They were like, this dude talking about baby fetuses and all this stuff. He was just out of this world with the demonic beats and all that other stuff. He was on all that stuff way before his time. So Eminem got a lot of his style from him. He even have a freestyle where he tells people, I'm part Esham, I'm part this, I'm part that. That's where he got a lot of his style from. Esham with all the craziness. It's called reviewing the album. Can I review the album first? Actually listen to the records and then actually get back and let you know if it's dope or not. That's what you do. Or you just want me to hear two songs and come out and be like, it's fire! Like people did with the More Life situation when Free Smoke came out. As soon as Free Smoke came on, it wasn't even over. The beat hit. Dude. Free Smoke, Free Smoke. Oh, this More Life is fire! No, well, the thing is simple, and it's simple and plain. You gotta. Me versus Esham, I don't do that type of like style. Period. That's just not me. Now I like D12. Like I like Bizarre. I liked his thing on there. Like a couple of his verses, but Bizarre you can only deal with for like a 16. You can't deal with Bizarre for no doggone album or no 32. You can't. He's good for a 16, 8 bars, or that's it, 16 or 8. That's all you got to deal with Bizarre. You can't go no further than that. I know. Tech Nine, Hospin, Insane Clown Posse, most of that come from Detroit. That's what I'm saying. ICP and Esham, all those. Detroit is the home of the rock stars. All that devil worship and stuff. That's why they got Devil's Night. Devil's Night is the night before Halloween. They normally would set a house on fire and celebrate it. That's why D12 celebrated Devil's Night. That's like in Detroit. That's like a known thing. So doing all that demonic stuff that Eminem gets into and start talking about demons and psycho and serial killer murder and stuff and Devil's Night and American Psychos and all that stuff, that's Esham. All that, when you hear all that, that's mostly 100% Esham. A lot of his influences in his music. But we're gonna go into that that's gonna go into a whole nother department. LL told me to rock the bells. NWA told me to say F the police. Now I'm in jail. 93, messed up haircut, listening to Joe to see. He's like, Michael Jackson, don't tell me I ain't Mike. Ass cheeks painted white. Effing Priscilla tonight. Flying down Sunset, smoking crack. Transvestite in the front. Eddie Murphy in the back. That rhyme used to crack me up. Flying down Sunset, smoking crack. Transvestite in the front. Eddie Murphy in the back. Hey, Ball and MJG got me grinding and gritty. Like Marilyn Manson, I grew my hair long and grew some titties. Ludacris told me to throw them bows. Now I'm in the hospital with a broken nose and a fractured elbow. I'm going insane. Oh, man. Yep, Royce and Bizarre on there. Now you listen to Bizarre. Bizarre whole style is all of this Esham style verses and everything else. Well, he's a selected taste, but he fits the group. Man, what was that verse he had? Whatever happened to the cast of Different Strokes? Gary's broke, Ty's doing coke, and Dana overdose. Oh, I got two little boys with me. Michael Jackson sent two helicopters to get me. I'm up early with my hair curly. Me and Mr. Furley watching Laverne and Shirley. That's bizarre type rhymes, you know. Nah, that's just Bizarre's flows. But his bootlicking and following Eminem all the way around, I mean, just don't say nothing. It's not for you to say. You see Royce out here doing the Mr. Bentley? No, he's not. He only stepped in when other outside people got in. As long as it's MGK, Eminem can handle that. Let him handle it. He don't need your assistance. Now that this been leaked out, because Mazzino's coming back, everybody see that there's blood in the water. The shark then got cut. There's blood in the water. Everybody diving in. All the people he screwed over have something to say. That's who Eminem is, Mr. Candy. Mr. Candy. This is Candyland. This is Candyland. What that MGK doing on that stag? He gonna be in there. He's taking us out. No, Mr. Candy. What is that wigger doing on that stag? He's not a wigger. He's a rock star. He's gonna be playing Tommy Lee in the new movie Dirt from Motley Crue. That's him. I don't care, Mr. Candy. What is he doing on that stage? He gonna be staying here on Interscope next to Paul and Jimmy. What's next? We're gonna be inviting Diddy over too. Diddy on Interscope. What's going on over here, Mr. Candy? Nobody hate on Sam for playing that role. Sam is the type of person you would never think that could play that role. He played it to such perfection. It was 100% authentic. But a lot of people think Sam played that role in real life. I got insomnia? I believe so. I got my paper cups now, so I don't have to be washing dishes all the time. I wash dishes so much, I gotta wash dishes already, and I ain't through taking all the dishes out the dishwasher. I'm like, man, look, I'm gonna have to get some paper cups. Got my lane. See, I'm leaning on stuff. Yeah, got my lane. The worry. That's why it's called mumble rap, baby. If you ain't a mumble rapper, you don't understand. Yep, Eminem. I mean, he's a metaphor for candy. And because he's a metaphor for candy, that's why we got Candyland. Man, Mr. Candy. Somebody need to send me that. Send me that on the gram or something. See, y'all do all that CGI stuff. Send me a picture of Eminem as Mr. Candy and Bizarre trying to carry him out. I got you, Mr. Candy. You think you can do this to us? This Candyland. Well, the training camp has started, and now things can get back on track. Out of all the general managers that have been fired in the whole NBA, how many do we see on NBA TV? I got to watch the former Cleveland Cavalier GM. He's on everything not known or laid down. Mm-hmm. Nah, I really wasn't. But tomorrow, it's the last video I'm going to do tonight. So tomorrow you'll get a whole smear from me. And we'll move on from that. But sticking to my football. Yes, stick to football. Where's the snares? I don't think he got any snares anymore. But you had a great album, Eminem. Kamikaze was great. But you gotta stop this nonsense, boy. For real.